Extra, and we want to celebrate you guys.
I'm slapping some high bass. Play it.
Yes,
well
we're
done.
calling it Feel Good Friday. We want to have a little bit of fun after the hell week that we've all been through, and I know you guys have a lot of yard work to do and pick up and clean up, and hopefully you have power back on at least by tonight. So give us some shout outs. Who helped you out? Who really made your week? And we want to share them. We've gotten so many online already. Drew, you put out the call yesterday. And there's just been awesome stories of folks helping each other out through the storm particularly.
Right now, watching the live Facebook feed on Sunrise Extra, but I should probably pop over to my own Facebook page because you're right, I got a ton of responses from people yesterday.
Do it.
We try to wait until about noon on Thursday to post this because it seems odd in the middle of the week to say, what are you feeling good about this week? But we wait till noon on Thursday and a lot of great answers popped up and hey, great, thank you. I didn't even have to go to the page, they're right here. Viewer Cindy chimed in. She said, my neighbor Donna prepared chili to feed any family that needed a hot meal over there in her Milwaukee neighborhood. She says that Donna is a super neighbor. Wow. We have another one here, I bet. Yes, we do. It comes from Barb. She says, I'd like to give a shout out to my granddaughter. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This one is kind of, this makes me want to break out the tissues. She says her granddaughter, Leah Christie, helped her out when she had a very important doctor's appointment this week. So she says her granddaughter, she's got bad knees, Barb does. Her granddaughter took her hand, walked her over to her car ever so slowly, and the granddaughter said to Barb, just follow me, Grandma, walk slow and step where I step. I mean, I'm picturing that moment. I don't know how little this girl, for some reason when I picture this, the girl's like 7 or 8 years old. She could be 29 for all I know. It's still a great story. She says, my granddaughter, so amazing. I appreciate her so much. Leah, Grandma Barb loves you, is how she ended that post. Isn't that great? Can I get one more, please, on a Friday? Because I'm feeling good. Pauline had this one for Robert Robinson. She says Robert braved the storm to get her groceries. He actually came from the Reed College area of Southeast Portland all the way to her home in Northeast Portland, and he did it by bus to get her those groceries. That's cool. I mean, I could just keep doing this for 15 minutes, gang.
Let's read an attitude of gratitude. Absolutely.
More. All right.
Willie Huey.
Willie.
Up, Willie? What's your story?
Here's what we want to do. Willie, we're reading your post from yesterday. I know you're watching us live, Willie, so you need to follow this up with a live post that we can feature right after this one. But anyways, yesterday Willie said Abby in West Lynn posted up offers online for anyone in the neighborhood to come and use her generator if they needed to charge their phones or other devices. Then, he said, other neighbors helped her out by buying the gas for the generator. So it was a neighbor helping many neighbors, and then those neighbors helping that neighbor. It's a circle of love.
It is. I mean, what was that donut place? What was the name of the donut shop?
I believe it's the Donut Hole.
That's right.
In Staten.
So they wanted to give like some of the utility workers a place to come in, grab a donut, just rest a second. And they posted it on their Facebook page. And then all the other businesses started doing the same thing. They're like, hey, can I kick in some money? Can I do this? So it is. It's a circle of love.
Yeah.
They call it the Donut Hole there in Staten, but you can absolutely get the whole donut.
The full donuts.
While you're there. That was a cool story.
Yeah, and we have that story. I think Director Brian has it queued up. There was a construction team their owner happens to live in the Mount Tabor area, and he just drove around on his own time picking up a bunch of debris. Watch this.
Around Mount Tabor, it's everywhere. The sound of gratitude.
Such a wonderful gift that they've offered to the community to come around and help people clear debris.
The plum tree on Sarah's property was a casualty of last weekend's ice storm, a burden to go along with her family's loss of power and hot water.
My husband has been doing it bit by bit, but we both have busy jobs. We have 3 children, so it's been challenging to think about getting it all done.
Which is where Leif White,
this is our neighborhood,
and his sister, Michelle Judson, come in.
We noticed all these trees are down, and we thought, well, we were talking about it and figured why not just go out and do something.
The siblings own Why Wait Construction. Since Wednesday, they and their employees have been roaming the neighborhood, offering to clear storm debris for free.
My guys brought chainsaws, and I went and bought one today, and we've just been kind of going around cleaning up the neighborhood the best we can.
And I've just been knocking on the doors asking people if we can clean up their yards. It's super rewarding. We've moved trees that were down in front of people's walks where they couldn't even go to their front door.
They've picked up 2 tons of debris so far, including Sarah's poor plum tree.
With the snow and the ice, when a lot of us were without power, we've had people offering hot water for coffee or a place to charge your phone. And so this is just really the culmination of that Portland spirit of togetherness and generosity.
Do what you can to help your neighbor out, because that's how we're going to survive this.
It may not be wielding a chainsaw, but you'll know the sound of gratitude
Oh, thank you so much for your generosity.
when you hear it. In Southeast Portland, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
I know that they are doing that out of the goodness of their heart and because they are part of the community and want to help. But if they came to my house and did that, they would have a customer for life. I don't care whatever else I ever had to do in the future, I'd be calling that guy.
Yeah, what a difference, right? It is funny, like my mom got power 2 days ago, so I went to take her home and I was kind of surveying her backyard, and it is just the sound of chainsaws forever and ever in the distance, like out there in that West Lynn area that you just hear, you know, for hours on end now as people are cleaning up. If you are looking to clean up, just as a side note, the city of Tigard is doing free, if you can get it together and bring it, they will let you dump it for free at a bunch of area parks. And they're going to do curbside pickup. Drew said, and I looked it up, the city of West Lynn, if you can kind of get it together in a pile that it's not blocking the street. At some point, they've got a lot to do, but they're going to come pick it up for free.
If you drive up
too.
our street right now, every house has a pile. Some are bigger than others, but everyone has a pile in front of their house off the street, and trying to keep it off the side. These piles are so huge, it's tough to get it between the sidewalk and the street. But I thought it was super cool when we first read that West Lynn was going to do that for free, and they said, hey, give us, be patient. We don't know when we're going to get to your neighborhood, but we'll get there and we'll get rid of it for you.
Right, we have so many beautiful forested areas. I mean, West Lynn is known, for all its beautiful trees, and you guys just got slammed.
I'll share a story. It's kind of the opposite of a good neighbor move. It was pulled by me. It's what I didn't do, Brenda. That's what I didn't do. Nothing major, but yesterday I got home. I was still in my work clothes, looking dapper and such. And knock at the door. Mia's like, hey, can you get that? Sure. I go, it's our next door neighbor, Ryan. And it's raining at this point in our neighborhood, right? Raining pretty good. And he's got the raincoat on, the slickers, and he's just getting wet. He's got a chainsaw in his hand. And he said, hey, I answered, hey, what's up, Ryan? He goes, hey, do you mind if I just go through your backyard? I'm going to get rid of some of those limbs that crossed in, and I just need to get access there. I said, sure. And then I looked and I was like, how badly do you need help right now? And he goes, I'm okay. Why? I said, because I just got home, and I got to be honest with you, I don't feel like going outside right now. And he said, Drew, don't worry about it. No, I got this. It'll be real quick. I just needed to get into the backyard. I said, all right, man. See you later.
Do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do. I was so tired yesterday when I got home from here. So thank you, Ryan, for not needing my help yesterday.
Drew, you posted yesterday, on the KGW Instagram and on your Instagram, like, give us a story of a shout out. And I shouted you out because you went way out of your way to work on, was it Monday?
It was the first day.
Monday, yeah. To come from West Lynn all the way to the far east side to come pick me up. And I mean, with your studded tires, which were a godsend, and you dodged power lines and trees down and all that to come get me.
I like the telling of this story, by the way.
And took me to work. We were there on time, safely. And then, guys, Drew has taken at least 3 producers home. In the storm.
Just one, but I took her home twice.
No, you took Celeste as well.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I am good.
So 3
My gosh,
trips.
keep talking.
You are. Our producers don't have those rigs.
Yeah, and then on one of those trips to take one of them home, he helped push a car out of the slush and free. So. Round of
My
applause,
mom is probably
Mr.
watching this going,
Nice
my
work.
gosh, I never knew I raised such a good young man.
Yes.
She did.
I will say this much.
She knows.
What I found out on Monday, honestly, when I leave our neighborhood, I usually don't take the freeways at all. I usually head down Highway 43 into town, but that was not an option the first few days this week because there were so many trees down. So I was going 205 to I-5, and I found out that if I take that route to work, it takes me about 25 minutes to take the other way, to go 205 to 84, passing your place, Nina. It's only an extra 5 minutes. So it wasn't that far out of the way, just not normally the way I go. But I will say this. You were ready to go do it. You were on the fence. You weren't sure. And I was
whacking my windshield.
Right.
The rest of the car was defrosted. I was whacking the ice off the windshield wipers because they had been up, you know.
I don't think you would have
And
made it.
I hear this crunching of a car, and like, we have a really quiet street, so I'm like, who is this? He's got his windows rolled down. He was like, you want to ride?
I mean, it's true, because I was worried about you. You have snow tires, but I mean, Drew did the same thing. He was like, do you know, I can swing by Clackamas.
Yeah, you were on the way kind of too of the big
I was like, no, I think my
she did
Blizzaks
it.
have it, but
That's how it started.
Yeah.
Nina texted me Monday morning and said, hey, I just heard from Brenda, and Brenda says the freeways are in good shape. And I said, yeah, but the side streets probably aren't. And I just started heading that way. And when I got off near Nina's neighborhood, I'm like, oh my gosh, this place is a mess. Northeast Portland was terrible on Monday morning. So anyway.
Yeah, no, I am very glad that I went with you. I would have not made it. So.
Yeah, you know, we put some relatives up who lost power. Our area in Clark County, we didn't really have any problems. We were out with power a few hours. We didn't get much ice. It was mostly just a typical snowstorm. I mean, a deep snowstorm, but I wouldn't say we really had any problems. I haven't noticed, like, you know, because we didn't get the ice, we didn't really have trees down or anything. And then I'm feeling bad because hearing Drew say he gave people rides and did all this stuff, and I'm thinking,
And
you know, when you're the weatherman in these events, you're all focused on, I got to get myself to work as quickly as I can. I got to look at stuff. I got to get home. I got to look at more weather. Then I got to get myself to work as quick as I can and look at more weather. And you really get tunnel visioned in these storm
Well, you
events.
helped a family out. That's good.
Yeah, that's true.
you've got to, you guys listen to this. Joshua Madrid.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It's
I
great.
love this. He says, good morning. Since as long as I can remember, my mama has taught me about being kind and honest, and she has been a living example for myself and for her community. Today is her birthday, so I'd like to publicly shout it out that I love her so much and that she's the best mama out there. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday. That's awesome. Good shout out.
What every
Josh.
mother wants.
I'll share two more quickly, just because Renee Robertson, who we often hear from, says it is so great to hear about the communities coming together to help each other. We agree, Renee. Jake Moe, another faithful Sunrise Extra viewer. What's up, Jake? He says it is so great to see people helping out other people during these difficult times. I will say some members of the team here on Sunrise said, wouldn't it feel good on this Friday if we kept Sunrise Extra sort of brief?
We have 3 more quick stories
Okay,
to share,
all right.
I've been told.
Okay.
This person wants to shout out to all of the very patient site support workers on Zoom who've been helping us due to having a new computer system. I work for a large agency. It's been a huge change for us. Hey,
These comments
shout
all
out
coming, I
Zoom,
think, from
whatever
our
works.
Zip Whip.
Yeah, Melissa says Craig Salinas has helped all his neighbors in Oregon City, loaning out his dump trailer and making runs for over a dozen neighbors and still helping many others with cleanup. He started a neighborhood cleanup effort. He's the best kind of neighbor to have, and we are so lucky to have his
Go
help.
Craig.
That's awesome. Okay, last one to round us out. This is from Terry. I have my 85-year-old mom living with me. She's on oxygen. When her power went out, I was a little freaked out what we were going to do. So I was outside assessing the damage in my backyard, and my neighbors, Paul and Cheryl Schmidt, drug a power cord over the fence and let us hook up the oxygen condenser. I was overwhelmed with gratitude and thankfulness. They helped in a dire situation. Big thank you to the Schmidts. That's awesome.
Yeah, these are great because what I love, I'll just say quickly, we ask for these shout outs, and you know, it could be a simple, and we'll take these simple responses like, hey, shout out to the snow plows in Portland. You know, that's great. But normally, people do not stop there. I mean, they give us great detail, and as you read, you can actually like kind of put yourself in these neighborhoods, and just again, like our viewers are saying already, it feels good to see other people doing all this nice stuff for their next door neighbors.
I love ending the work week this way. Yeah.
I like
well
ending the
done.
work week.
Yeah, that too. Can't wait.
You guys
for the
have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.